Hey everybody, it's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to day 4 of my 31 Days of Horror. And I am bringing you a film from 2018. I actually just bought this today, and the cover looks cool. It's a Halloween themed kind of slasher revenge film. I thought, oh, this sounds pretty good. Let me pick this up at Walmart and see how this movie is. If you're curious, it's called The Legend of Halloween Jack. Yes, even that cover looks pretty cool. Looking like, ooh, maybe we got like a Killer Scarecrow type movie, or what we have going on here. All right. So the premise of this film is you have Jack Kane, who's been arrested and on trial for the murders of several mid-20s couple and others. And of course, he gets off on a technicality. The cop or the chief of police forgets to give him his Miranda rights before the searches, and he's a free man. Well, this pisses off a bunch of people in the community, so they get the cop, the victim's parents, and the son or whatever. They decide all to get together to lure out Jack, tie him up, and they pretty much murder him. They kill him and they bury his body. And they decided to hold a pack, kind of like, I know what you did last summer, and, forget everything. Well, now a year later occurs, and it takes place on Halloween. Well, the day before Halloween. And into Halloween. So pretty much, where supposedly the veil is thinner, where spirits can roam, one of them goes off to the area where they buried Jack. He couldn't stand it anymore, I'm not going to say who, and he commits suicide. The blood runs out, of course, goes into the ground, and now somehow resurrects Jack here. And he comes off in this weird scarecrow look, because when the guys decide to get revenge, they put him in this scarecrow garb. They tie him up on a post, they put this weird looking mask on him, shoot him up, and bury him that way. So he's now resurrected as the look of this creature, or scarecrow. So pretty much now, he's getting revenge on those who killed him a year ago. So he's picking them off one at a time. And pretty much the cop realizes, what's going on and everything. He puts two and two together. So now they're pretty much getting knocked off one at a time. That's pretty much the gist of this slasher film. Now, my thoughts. Okay. This is an English film. It takes place in an English town. Some of the jargon is kind of rough, but if you know some of the English jargon, you're good to go. That wasn't bad. The kills were okay. It does have a good body count. My one problem is they use CGI blood. I hate it when they use CGI blood, because blood is cheaply made. You can use it in abundance. The one scene where they're shooting Jack when he's all tied up, you see the blood squirting everywhere, but then all of a sudden, when they're done shooting, the blood just disappears. I'm like, it wasn't even there, period. That was kind of a big gripe. Like, if you're going to use the blood, just do it. Have them dripping in blood. That's awesome. But unfortunately, they did not do that. There is a cool scene where they're at a party, and I'm going to call him Jack here, goes on a killing spree and starts killing a bunch of people. Starts off okay, got a couple cool kills, you start getting into some gore, then nothing happens, and then some stuff happens. So it's kind of bouncing back in between. It does have some slow moments where they're just talking, nothing really happens, but when Jack starts going on a killing spree, it's actually pretty interesting. Again, it's kind of a low budget slasher. I love the way he looks in this. Now, there's part of it right there. He's got that shit-eating grin, but it's kind of cool is, in one scene, like the light, his eyes light up really, really red, yellowish color. It really brings out the mask. It really brings out that shit-eating grin too, and it's kind of freaky looking. I kind of like that. The acting itself was okay. There were some things that didn't make sense, but then I kind of, after thinking about it, okay, that didn't make sense. But other than that, it was a decent slasher. It fits a slasher theme pretty well. It's not all oohs and ahs, but it's a fun watch. If you're collecting slashers, I recommend collecting this one. This one's actually not bad. For some, a lot of people may not like this, so it's pretty much up to you. You can get it dirt cheap at Walmart for like $10. So if you want to waste $10 and go from there, there you go. It has no special features at all, so you just got scene selection, play the movie, and audio. So that's pretty much it. Again, I wish they did more with gore. If they did more with that, I think this movie would have been a lot more fun to watch. But a lot of the kills are off screen, pretty much except for like during the party scene when he starts going on a killing rampage. But other than that, out of a possible 10, I'd probably give this maybe a 6.5 out of 10. It does have some great Halloween feel to it, even though it takes place in England. But it's got it'll be a fun watch during Halloween time, during October, which hence it's day 4 for it. So guys, check out The Legend of Halloween Jack. Again, this is a interesting little slasher. Nothing to holy cow go after, but again, if you want something different, you want to see a cool slasher, this may be up your alley, it may not. Opinion's opinion, guys. Definitely check it out. Legend of Halloween Jack. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little review on this film. Let me know your thoughts and your comments down below. Love reading those comments and replying. Alright guys, have yourself a good one, and stay tuned for day 5 coming up. Peace.